it was in year 8. I remember this. I will never forget the day that day you can never pick on me again. And I was in art class. I hated art with a passion. And there were these 2 girls, and they used to talk about me relentlessly. I went to an all-girls school. And then, so I planned. I had a premeditated attack. I was like, I'm going to attack these girls, yeah? So I remember in class, I just sat there quiet. And then, that's how you know body language is so powerful, because they knew something was off. Because the moment the bell rang, they literally jumped up from the table. And the little one, there was a shorter one, yeah, I really wanted to get, because her mouth was more sharper, but I got the bigger one. And I got her in the headlock. Did the same thing, but I don't know what I did to her. I did what I needed to do to her, yeah. And then I went to got into the head teacher's class, and I was smiling. I was just happy. I was happy. She suspended me, and I was happy. But when I look back at it as a therapist, I realised that the teachers again failed, because the teachers could hear this person picking on me relentlessly for over a year and a half. Mm-hmm. Yes, I shouldn't have reacted in that way. But what does the one person do when they're constantly being insulted for no reason? They're going to break. They either break and hurt themselves, or they break and react. So when I got suspended, I was happy. And when I think about it, so you asked the question, what could be done? If the art teacher said, you know what, this girl's been relentlessly being bullied, maybe she should still be suspended, because obviously it's not 2 wrongs don't make a right, but you need to understand the context, because you're seeing a girl crying and seeing me laughing. You're thinking I'm the bad one. I'm not the bad one here. She just messed with the wrong person. But it took a whole year and a half. And for me, that was like several years of constant bullying. So from that age, up from then, I never got bullied from then, boy. I would even say that I wouldn't say I became a bully, but what it was, when somebody did something to me or like insulted me, because of how I felt like I was picked on, I would go 10 times harder. Yeah, so if you cuss me, boy, I will cuss you for 2 weeks, and I'll be disproportionate to what you did to me, but in my head, you're gonna get it. How dare you?
How did that moment of like, that emancipation affect your psychology? Because obviously up until that point, you felt depressed. I was still depressed. You're still depressed.
But I was a harder shell now. So I grew up, we were talking about this off the podcast, but I grew up in, obviously, North London, but I went to school in Camden. So I don't know if you know a school called, you wouldn't know it, EGA. There's a school in Angel called EGA, Elizabeth Gareth Anderson. Michelle Obama actually went to that school.
She
went to that school. When Obama was president, she came and visited that school.
Okay.
Out of all schools, EGA, you should have come to Maria Fidelis. But anyways, she went, I wasn't even in school them days, but she went to EGA. So in year 8, all around about the same time, I started fighting. So we just started fighting bare schools, Islington Green, Maria Fidelis, Mount Carmel, all of the schools in North and Northwest London. Mate, we went to East London to fight. We went to West London to fight. We were just fighting. But even then, I was still depressed. Okay. But now, you just couldn't mess with me. You know, I was just fighting. You just couldn't mess with me. And growing up, from year 8, my personality shown, so it became more evident. I was always that way, but because I was bullied and I was a bit more, because I was scared of people. Like if in year 7, year 6, year 5, you told me to go over there, I would go over there. Now if you told me to go over there, I'll just look at you like, excuse me, you can't talk to me like that. But what happened there is that I did not learn how to use my words. I learned to use my fists. So if you insulted me, I wouldn't cuss, I'd just fight you. I didn't know how to articulate myself.